day everyone, I am Shane Kremat and today we will talk about solutions, its compositions, classification, and properties. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances, the relative proportion of which may vary continuously within certain limits and evenly distributed in each other. Solution can be found everywhere. Can it be at home, in school, or in community? Water is a solution of various minerals dissolved in water. Rainwater is a solution of atmospheric gases at very low concentration. Air is a solution of nitrogen and oxygen. Fish and marine lives derive their oxygen necessary for their life processes from oxygen dissolved in water. Many chemical changes are brought about by solution. The rate of reaction in solution may be faster than between substances in the pure state because of the better contact of the reacting substance. There are two major components of solution, the solute and the solvent. A strength of solution can be classified into several components and it is based on number 1, relative amount of solute present, number 2, the degree of saturation, number 3, it is based on miscibility, number 4, it is based on heat absorbed or evolved information, number 5, it is based on concentration in relation to a certain standard. Dilute solution and concentrated solutions are classified based on its relative amount of solute being present in a solution. Dilute solution is a solution which contains a relatively small amount of solute. When we make a juice from powdered juices, we determine that the powdered juice is the solute and the water is the solvent. When we put a little amount of juice in the water, it will form a solution and we will distinguish it as a dilute solution, where we can see the dilute solution of water and powdered juice has a pale color and a mild taste. Otherwise, concentrated solution is a solution which contains a relatively large amount of solute. It is formed when we put a large amount of powdered juice, which is our solute, in a water, which is our solvent. The appearance of this solution will be like strong in color and have a very strong taste. The next classification of solution is based on the degree of saturation. A saturated solution is a solution containing a maximum amount of solute that a solvent can dissolve at a given temperature. For example, a 100 ml of water can dissolve a maximum amount of approximately 35 grams of salt in a room temperature. Unsaturated solution is a solution containing less than the maximum amount of solute in a solution, and the supersaturated solution is a solution containing more than the maximum amount of solute that a solvent can dissolve at a given temperature. The next classification of solution is based on miscibility. Miscible is when two liquids dissolve in each other in any proportion. For example, water and alcohol when mixed together. Partially miscible is when two liquid components from mix in a certain proportion but form two phases when mixed in different proportion. Usually, this happens when a pair of liquids is polar and the other is non-polar. Another classification of solution is based on the heat absorbed or evolved information. First, we have exothermic solution. Exothermic solution happens when there is evolution of heat during its formation. And next, we have endothermic solution. It happens when there is absorption of heat during its formation. So basically, exothermic is when there is a production of heat, while endothermic is when there is absorption of heat. The last classification of solution is based on the concentration in relation to a certain standard. First, we have isotonic solution. Isotonic solution is a solution with the same concentration as the normal saline solution or the NSS. NSS is a mixture of salt and water. It contains 0.9% of sodium chloride, which is similar to the sodium concentration in blood and tears. So basically, it is a solution that has the same salt concentration as our blood and our cells. Meanwhile, hypotonic solution is a solution whose concentration is lower than the standard. And lastly, the hypertonic solution. It is a solution whose concentration is greater than the given standard. So in summary, those categories are classified based on their different strength of solution, and these are To determine if the mixture is a solution, it must have a properties of being solution. Otherwise, it can't be considered as a solution. The properties of solutions are: number 1, do not settle along standing. Number 2, it must be homogeneous. Number 3, it must pass through filters. Number 4, it must be diffusible. Number 5, it must be clear, even colored. Number 6, it can undergo osmosis. And lastly, number 7, has variable composition. Studying solution as a part of science, especially a part of chemistry, which is a branch of science, is indeed a part of our everyday life. Sometimes we are already doing the process or we are already making a solution, yet we just don't know that we did. For example, by simply making your favorite coffee or juices, you are already making a solution. Do you want it dilute or concentrated? Does you making it saturated, unsaturated, or super saturated? Well, it's just a matter of solution. And one thing that I can only say, learning is